Welcome to the Clashing of Steel.
So, how does one get good at For Honor? There are several ways. One simple way is doing apprentice trials. Personally, I saw these as more of a tutorial to the game, learning how to block attacks, how to attack, and so on. Basically giving you a basic insight of the game. How and what works where. What counters what, and so on. Basically, going through the tutorial, you'll learn enough skills to get you out of that horrible place. No matter if you're playing with keyboard and mouse or some controller, it doesn't matter. Personally, I did not spend too much time in the tutorials. I did learn the basics, how to block and parry, dodge, attack, of course, guard break and counter guard break. I have actually 3 preferable different ways I liked to learn this game, how I learned it basically. So apprentice trial is something I would not prefer, and instead I would head over to training arena. Although warrior trial is nice and training media can help you, I prefer still the training arena. This is a simple way to learn the game alone. Pick yourself an opponent, like Warden. You can set the bot's level of how difficult it is from 1 to 3. And you can pick whatever you like. Also the map, which, well, I prefer the Dusk, and I myself will pick something I have not played that often. So I pick myself a simple opponent and I pick a class or hero that I have not played a lot. And my main focus here is to learn the basics and understand this hero a bit. So first of all, I need to set up my abilities and my opponent. Let's start with moveset. Well, moveset is simple. All the abilities you can learn. You can practice these on your opponents. It shows basically what you need to press and in what order. And how it can work. It also shows if a strike is combo or what effect it has. This specific hero has a lot of bleed effects. Meaning that most of its combos result in a bleed, which is a small tick over opponent's health. There are many different abilities that may be hard to learn, so it is usually best to practice them on opponents. Because you can't play to your full potential if you don't know what your hero is capable of. There are many abilities specific to certain heroes, and if you do not know how to use those abilities, this is the best place to learn them. Because in PvP, if you do not know those moves, you might be easily countered. There are many moves that are very specific and very important for certain heroes. Like Nobushi here, which I am playing. She has a hidden stance, which is very important in PvP because if opponents don't know where you're striking from, it can be hard for them to manage. There are also many different options in the settings, but my focus right now is on custom movesets. That gives me a chance to pick a moveset or set of moves for my AI opponent, which he will use. And basically it is best if you pick a combo or 2, or if you want to learn to parry, it is only great if you would pick heavy attack. It's easier to learn against a single attack or a combo than it is to learn against a whole row or a long list of abilities. This here is a safe learning space. If you die or your opponent dies, you will both respawn and you can, well, kill yourselves as long as you like. You also see combos up on the right and the damage done by bleeds, all the chain strikes and everything like that. So this is one great way to learn if you are alone. I suggest starting from bot level 1 because bot level 3 might be too offensive. The second way I learned the game was when I played against my friend. We're doing 1 versus 1 duels and we try to fight each other. Half of these fights against other players are usually knowing what the heroes are capable of. Not just your hero that you're playing, but also the opposing hero, which is a very big part of the game. But that experience comes over time. You'll learn that warlords like to bash you with a head and stab you, and there are so many other ways. The first best thing you can do is learn your class, learn your hero. And then try learning other heroes to see what is their main engagements and main abilities that they would prefer to fight against you. As I said, the second best way I like to learn is doing the duels. It is a great way. You learn a lot about your opponent's class or opponent's hero, and you'll probably learn to manage it rather soon. And so to the third and final reasonable way to learn the game. Well, there is always option for single player. You can choose the difficulty and fight against bots, meaning that you can actually learn this game while fighting against AI, and you'll even get rewards after you finish the campaign. This is also a very good place to learn. It's a great place to start, but a big problem is that you are thrown to play many different heroes. So you can't just specialize in one hero. You'll learn many different Wardens, Lawbringers, Orochis, Valkars, well, many different ones basically. Learning by any of these three ways, I think it gives a basic understanding and a good overview of how game, its heroes and mechanics work. It just depends on if you like the storyline, you also get rewards for it, and you'll learn many different heroes. It is a great place to pick a hero if you don't know what you like. But I still suggest fighting against a friend or at least AI to learn all the possibilities that your hero has to offer. Yeah. From my point of view, right now the main thing you're learning is throwing people off the ledges. Or well, in this case, NPCs. But while doing it, the players can be ridiculously fun. Still, you might want to be prepared for a lot of disappointment because many things may not play out as you would like. That is always bound to happen. But these were just three of my main ways how I learned to play the game and how I learned different classes. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe and thanks for watching.